Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Tickle here. So today, to wrap up, or since we're coming to the end of October, aka Gymtober, I wanted to do a reaction, focused on Jimin, who is one half of my double bias. So this is Park Jimin, the main dancer of BTS, Introduction Guide 2024. Now, this says part 1 of 4. I don't know if we'll get all 4 done, but I love Jimin's dancing, so I wanted to, dive into that, see if there's something that I don't already know about my Jimin. So, let's get it. Let's go.
This is an introduction video for Park Jimin, the main dancer and lead vocalist of the biggest and most successful group today, BTS. Real name, Park Jimin. Stage name, Jimin. Born October 13th, 1995. From Busan, South Korea. Role in the group, lead vocals and the main dancer.
Okay, I knew all that.
네, 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단의 큐티 섹시 러블리를 담당하고 있는 지민입니다.
Yo.
Jimin's dance route
He's
starts at the
honest.
Just Dance Academy in Busan, where he excelled in hip-hop, freestyling, popping, and isolation. He made a local name for himself by joining many street dance battles as well as winning multiple talent competitions. At one point, when Jimin's parents couldn't afford the tuition fee, the school let him take classes for free so they wouldn't lose a talent like him. Jimin also excelled in school. He was a part of robotics building club, football club,
야, 나이스 패스.
Alright, I don't think we need
정확하다.
that.
형은 다 하잖아.
he was a part of a book club, was excellent at track and a part of billiards club.
That's what I'm talking
On
about.
top of that, he was a part of the student council from elementary to high school. That's 9 years of switching between class president and class vice president.
그렇게 안 들으시고.
뭐야?
2학년 때요.
뭐요? 저 반장 9년 했어요, 9년.
오, 진짜 처음 듣는 사실인데?
이란 게 참 완벽할 수는 없기 때문에 항상 저는 그리고 100점도 못 맞았었고 나 태어나서 100점 맞아본 적 없어. 나도 없어. 솔직히 진짜 100점 맞아본 적이 남편이
올백?
아니 그냥 100점. 그냥 100점.
과목 하나 100점?
아뭐 체육 이런 거 빼고.
Jimin also, all throughout his schooling, was on
He
top of
looks
his
shocked.
class, achieving perfect scores, especially in math. He was even called the god of math and would cover
on.
for his math teacher. He was also good at
Yeah, that's cool as that. Do y'all know your IQ? Because I don't know our IQ, but I know this, at least in South Korea, as well as your personality type. That seems to be something you check. Do you know? Do you recheck as you grow older and learn more? I wonder. Like, I have no clue what my IQ is. Now I do know though that I'm an A student. Okay, if I don't like school, but when I'm in school or when I was in school, I was determined to be, up there. Like, I didn't like seeing no C's. A B would even irritate me, but sometimes I had to get, but I was always shooting for that A. But then when I got to college, I was the dean's list, okay? President's list most times, but dean's list was the minimum I would accept for myself, okay? But I wonder what my IQ is. That's funny. I'll have to see if there's an IQ test.
in like science, arts, and physical education. Back in 2011, Jimin's cousin shared that Jimin didn't actually like study until the 3rd grade of elementary school. He wouldn't even
Till the
finish his
3rd
exercise book. Every time his teacher came, he would sigh poo-foo and go to the study room. He looked very adorable. But despite this, he still ranked second in
at
exams in
him!
middle school. Jimin was already quite popular amongst his peers. One of his old classmates has said that at the high school retreat, girls went crazy
Wait, let's
after he
see.
danced to the song.
I'm a high school friend with Jimin. By the way, Jimin is really handsome if you see him in person. He was just wearing glasses, enjoying his school life, even though he entered the dance department at the top. But I still remember that at the high school retreat during 2nd grade. Wow, he danced with the song "Melodic," taking off his glasses, ooh, and showing his shaped abdominal muscles. I know that's right. On that day, all girls ran to the stage because of Jimin, and the stage collapsed. And also, they flocked to the toilet to see Jimin, so the entrance door of the toilet was torn out. Wow. That was no joke. After that, he was really popular since he was known for being handsome. Aww. I wonder how that affected him. Like, 1 minute, he's probably, just the top of the class. It was a performing school, so I don't know if they would have considered him a nerd, but wearing glasses and stuff. And then at a retreat, he just take them off, show his abs, show why he's the top dancer. Yo, I bet them girls was all over him.
Song Neurotic by TVXQ, taking off his glasses and even showing off his abs. What's wholesome is that the main vocalist of the group said that he likes Jimin. In an interview, Jimin once stated, "I became interested in dance in the second year of middle school. I started dancing after school and wanted to learn it properly, so I started going to dance school. I even entered competitions, which was utterly nerve-wracking. I decided I wanted to go to an arts high school 1 year before I graduated middle school. I wanted to stand on a stage. So I aimed for Busan High School of Arts, and as I wanted to learn more modern types of dance, I chose to do contemporary dance. I threw my entire self into dancing during high school. All I had back then were my friends and dancing. I attended my dance school concurrently to high school, so I was worried about the lesson fees." As previously stated, we know that Jimin continued to attend Just Dance Academy thanks to his great skills, and the school which acknowledged his talent. Jimin was admitted into the Busan High School of Arts as a valedictorian in the modern dance department. Jimin took on various dance styles, such as contemporary dance, jazz, Korean dance, ballet. Jimin was even called the rising star of Busan.
It was first in the school's history that a top student, came from a dance department. I said, he made history. I wonder if that record still holds.
그 수석 아니야? 수석이었어.
그래, 부산 예고 수석 입학이야.
수석이잖아.
수석이야. 그 참고로
지민 오빠가 부산 예술고등학교 수석 입학이에요?
맞아요.
우리 한 살 위치 지민이고 동기잖아. 저보다는 2살 선배. 우리 부창회가 있잖아요. 거기서 막 춤추고 할 때 유독 눈에 띄는 거야. 맞아. 그리고 무용과에는 하는 거 있잖아요. 보통 까는 거. 그때부터 입학식 때 봤었거든요. 아 진짜요?
이제 입학생들 그 시상하는 시간이고 무용과에서 수상이 났다는 그때 다들 깜짝 놀라가지고
그때 지민이 최초로 뛰어봤으니까 데뷔했을 때는 알고 있었어요? 지민이
근데 이제 알게 되고 나서 찾아봤죠.
그러니까 조선 예고라고 하니까
근데 괜히 자랑스럽고
저희 반에는 이제 방송전단이 이제 지민을 보고 무용 시작하게 된 애들 진짜요? 네 그만큼 영향력이 진짜 굉장히 많은 것 같아요.
Jimin's former teacher states, students usually give their all and focus on one of the dance majors like ballet, Korean traditional dance or contemporary dance. But Jimin did his best in all dance majors classes.
우리 지민이는 수업 중간에 저런 어떻게 해요 물어보면서 일행사람들 어떤 그림을 본단다 어떻게 된단다 그러면 그 다음날 와서 선생님이 저희 동작을 많이 해서 이렇게 그림을
He also had the time to train in various forms of martial arts, such as Taekwondo, in which he has a black.
I can see a young Jimin. You know how I remember when he was a trainee, all the baby fat and stuff. A young Jimin, all excited, talking about his muscles form well to his teacher, and like, look, see. That would have been so cute to see. That would have been so cute to see. Come on.
Black belt, Hapkido.
합기도 심사 봤어요. 완전 떨렸는데 오빠들 생각하면서 했어요. 합기도 저도 친구 따라서 합기도도 잠시 배워본 적이 있죠. 되게 신기하더라고요. 그게 어떤 거였냐면 저 어렸을 때 기억이 나는데 저는 이제 검도를 배웠어요. 해동 검도를 배웠는데 그 관장님들끼리 친하셔가지고 합기도 하는 친구들이랑 우리랑 같이 이렇게 와가지고 같이 연습을 했었어요. 이제 저희도 합기도 이거를 배우고 같이 이렇게 나누는 시간들이 있었는데 그때 잠시 배워본 것 같아요. 되게 멋있었던 것 같아요. 이런 뭔가 절도 있는 동작들이 되게 멋있었던 것 같아요. 응원하겠습니다.
and kendo for 8 years.
제가 또 검도 8년 배웠거든요. 제가 신문배기 5위배기로 또 금메달.
웬만하면 칼 든 건 다 기억해요. 왜냐면 제가 검도를 했잖아요. 칼 든 건 다 기억해요.
I would love to see him
앞으로
do
내려치기 하루에 1,500번.
1,500번이나 했다고?
do a song, a skit, or a music video where he has to
그럼 검사하지 왜 여기 있냐?
엄마한테 그랬죠.
apply
엄마
some
저는
of
세계
that
최고의
kendo.
검투사가 되는 게 꿈이에요.
검투가
우와!
He was also the first and only freshman offered a scholarship to study martial arts more extensively
That's cool,
abroad in
too. I
China.
remember that.
Unknown fact to a lot of BTS fans would be that Jimin, just like RM, also enjoys artwork and visits to art exhibitions and museums. Jimin also knows how to play the piano, is learning how to play the guitar, loves to read and write poems.
Multi-talented king he is.
Since Jimin was a smart kid, his dad wanted Jimin to become a prosecutor. In an interview with Busan Art School magazine, Jimin's dad has also said that he felt like he was losing a genius when Jimin expressed wanting to be a public dancer rather than a pure dancer. He also was worried, because success is not always guaranteed in this type of work. In the same interview he stated, in middle school, there was a time where Jimin had to write about his future. In his paper, he wrote that he wanted to go to Busan Arts High School and learn dance and use that background and combine it with music to become a singer or a celebrity. His paper was very detailed, and I think this was the start of his dream to become an idol. Continuing, he says, truthfully, because he was also good at math and science, I wanted him to go to a science high school and study more. But that didn't mean that I was against his wishes. Because his paper about his future was so perfect, I couldn't oppose it and decided to respect his decision. Jimin used honorific speech since he was young and was quite an adult-like child, so I allowed him to do as he pleased. I can say that as a parent, I already knew my son was very talented at an early age. Jimin has said that when he expressed wanting to dance and make music, his dad agreed straight away and even took him to every audition. In a recent interview, the director of the Just Dance Academy mentioned, Jimin's father didn't force his children to do things. When Jimin was practicing until 2 or 3 in the morning, he would wait in the car parked outside. When there were events held in clubs, he would always come, even though other parents didn't. In the same exclusive one-time interview, the dance director said, I first met Jimin when he was in his first year of junior high school. I taught popping classes which Jimin's school used to attend for their extracurricular activity. Whether I taught him how to do a wave or popping, he was the only one who would make an extraordinary improvement. That's why I invited him to the Just Dance Academy. I remember him believing in himself, enjoying the process of trying, and always having a smile on his face. High school students would play when school exams were over. However, Jimin would come here saying, I want to practice more street dance, since I can't learn it in lessons at Busan High School of Arts. The school's door was open 24 hours, so there were many times where Jimin was practicing on his own, even on Sundays. He was intelligent and was the type of person who was loved by the teachers. When you're with him, the people around him become positive too. Link to this wonderful interview, as well as many others, down in the description box. At the time, Jimin's modern dance teachers were opposed to the idea of Jimin becoming an idol, as they felt that the world of dance would be losing a great artist.
반열에 오른다는 게
Nope, he's
쉬운 일은
inspired
아니잖아요.
tons.
부산에서 방시혁 그 기획사 대표가 하는 어떤 그런 오디션에 나간다고 했을 때 지민이한테 지금 이걸 마지막으로 빨리 네가 전공을 정했으면 좋겠다. 가수가 될지 아니면 순수한 무용을 할지 이번이 마지막이 됐으면 좋겠다고 했는데 합격을 했더라고. 그게 뭐 제가 알기로는 몇천 명 오디션 보러 왔는데 한 명이 지민이가 됐다 해서 얘가 무슨 가능성이 있구나, 잠재력이 있구나라고 제가 그때부터 생각하게 됐죠. 교실에서는 이제 친구들하고 어릴 때는 그렇게 춤을 추는 게 못 봤는데 연습실에만 가면 누구보다도 많이 춤을 추고 열심히 했던 게 제일 기억에 남고요. 음악을 듣는 걸 좋아했던 것 같아요. 그래서 어떤 음악이 나오면 거기 음악에 집중해서 뭔가를 표현하고 싶은 그런 내적 욕구가 강했던 그런 학생으로 기억하고 있습니다.
Jimin auditioned for Big Hit Entertainment in spring of 2012. After successful auditions, Jimin went to Seoul to train on May 15, 2012. Jimin has had one of the shortest idol training periods ever. After being a trainee under Big Hit for around 6 months, he got a position in the group and joined BTS as the last member and was revealed as a member on January 12, 2013. This changed the trajectory of BTS, as they were originally supposed to be a hip-hop group, but with Jimin's new addition they instead shifted to becoming an idol group. A lot of trainees were surprised by Jimin's various skills.
현대 무용과 힙합 댄스를 출 줄 아는 애가 들어오게 된다라는 걸 들어왔을 때, 야, 현대 무용하고 힙합 댄스를 둘 다 출 줄 안다고?
다
가져가야만 죽을 후련했냐? 그래서 딱 오자마자 안녕하세요 막 인사를 하고 이랬는데 얼굴이 되게 애기애기하고 또 이제 차예요. 또 약간 안녕하세요 막 인사를 하고 이랬는데 얼굴이 되게 애기애기하고
And his face was like baby baby. For me he still looks like baby instead of sexy.
또 이제 차예요. 또 약간
And he has a little baby fat still in his face.
지민이가 오자마자 막 이제 막 몸을 풀더라고요. 그래서 막 몸 풀다가 갑자기 공중제비를 차는 거예요. 그래서 뭐지? 그래서 와, 이 친구 대단하지.
Even though Jimin had this successfully versatile dance background, he still had a hard time learning idol dance, and because of that was threatened every month of his trainee days with being kicked out of the group.
That is so nerve-wracking.
연습생 생활을 정말 짧겠는데 한 8번 정도 잘릴 뻔했죠.
제가 알기로 한 15번 정도인데 데뷔 전날 잘릴 뻔한 거 아니었어?
저를 반대하시는 분들이 굉장히 많으셨었는데 방탄소년단은 저로 인해서 완성된 것이 아니겠습니까?
지민 씨가 재밌는 케이스인데 저는 이제 매력적인 캐릭터이고 재능도 있지만 사실 덜 완성돼 있다라고 생각해서 꽤 회의적이었는데 저희 팀원들이 저에게 지민 씨 같은 캐릭터가 팀에 반드시 있어야 된다라고 강력하게 주장을 했고 저라고 모든 걸 다 안다고 생각하지 않았기 때문에 이 정도로 강력하게 주장할 때는 분명히 의미가 있을 거라고 생각을 해서 받아들이게 된 건데 사실 지금 생각하면 아찔하죠. 만약 제가 그때 이제 고집을 폈으면.
이분이 이제 그 당시 지민이를 지켰던 수호신 2명 중에 한 분이거든요. 어떻게 보면 지민이를 지킨 게 사실 BTS를 지킨 건데 어쨌든 그 판단이 맞았잖아요. 지민이 없으면 큰일 났죠.
제가 인상적이었던 부분은 사실 지민 씨는 그 외부에서 이제 무용을 하다가 왔던 친구여서 안무를 할 때 굉장히 부드럽게 하는 습관이 이미 들어져 있었고 그 대중 가수로서 안무를 할 때는 가장 좀 고쳐야 하는 힘이 많이 들어간 안무들이 있기 때문에 고쳐야 하는 부분들이었는데 실제 그 미션을 받고 그 다음 달에 저희가 평가를 볼 때 너무 많이 좋아졌다는 피드백을 받아서 저도 사실 깜짝 놀랐었고 얼마나 많이 연습했을지에 대해서 되게 대단하다고 생각했던 에피소드가 좀 있습니다. 저한테 아직도 기억에 남는.
In a recent interview, Jimin said, I didn't know how to dance like a member of an idol group. I'd never dealt with dancing like this until I became a trainee. So whenever the movement changed, I would pause and memorize the position. You know that Solomon character, that stick figure with the big head and sticks for a body. I drew every single move and position in that character and memorized them. It made everyone around me laugh.
무엇을 해야 될지를 모르는 게 너무 힘들었었던 것 같고요. 4시까지 하고 6시 반쯤에 일어나서
다시 또 연습하고 또 새벽 한 4시쯤 집에 들어와서 자고 그랬던 거예요?
네.
막 힘들지 않아요?
그때는 안 힘들었었던 것 같아요. 이게 아버지한테 달에 한 번씩 전화하면서 안 될 수도 있다. 근데 실망만 하지 마라. 제가 여기서 떨어져도 뭐 뭘로든 제가 해낼 테니까 너무 실망만 안 하셨으면 좋겠다면서.
Despite all of the obstacles, 6 months later, on 13th of June 2013, Jimin got to debut with BTS as one of the 2 main dancers, and as well as lead vocalist. Jimin showcased his skills 22 days later on the Mnet's Dancing 9 show, where he was officially introduced as the main dancer.
Dancing 9, I'm gonna have to look that up.
고등학교 가고 싶어서 예고 갔고 서울 올라오고 싶어서 오디션 보고 왔고 데뷔하고 싶어서 데뷔했고 1등하고 싶어서 1등했고.
와.
Jimin was an instant star. His acrobatic skills drew the public's attention to the rookie group. As a rookie, he already ranked amongst other popular idols in various Best Dancer polls.
얼굴은 귀여운데
네.
몸이 상남자예요.
맞아요.
네, 그걸 아는 거죠.
무려 35%의 지분율을 획득했습니다.
기분 좋.
하나, 둘, 셋.
I would say RM and Jimin, yeah. I saw some people going to RM.
At the time, Jimin was already helping with ideas for the choreography. For example, he was the one who came up with hat dance trick choreography.
안무가 주목받기 시작한 건 이제 지민이의 이 발가기와 그 매트릭스의 나라차기와 그 위아블루 프로포의 모자춤 아닙니까 사실. 그렇죠?
Jimin's greatest strength as a dancer is his ability to merge together his background in various martial arts, his hip-hop roots, as well as his contemporary training. While watching him dance, you can see that he is precise and tends to add a little extra to the choreography.
Which I love his body line when he dances, extra stuff. Every time he does that, he like put his fingers I love that. Oh, those outfits. I love them in white, y'all.
He prioritizes elongated and fuller movements which express deeper emotions. He is the beat.
I love that. Wait, what I miss? What is that? Jimin actually dances in the pocket, right on the beat. Okay. Come on.
He dances to the tips of his fingers.
Yeah, I noticed that all the time. He's real. I love it. Yeah, I love how he does that.
And basically optimizes his movements with sliding and gliding over the stage.
Yeah, he's like a snake across. Oh, this performance is tough.
He is also a master of optimizing his performances. Starting from masterful spinning whenever he needs to travel a short distance, these movements help to make the stage more colorful and exciting. Jimin also has the ability to travel across the stage at great speeds. When Jimin's part ends, he quickly moves into his new position, which is often further away, all while never missing a beat and holding a stable note. Since Jimin is light on his feet, you might not even realize he's traveled so far. That's why Mnet calculated Jimin's idle stage distance. He made 440 steps while singing and running at the speed of 6 kilometers per hour. Because of Jimin's modern dance background, every time you pause a video, you will be greeted with his beautiful dance lines and cool, composed facial expressions.
That's a great picture. So is that one. Oh, look at these pictures. I'm telling you.
Also, you may or may not have noticed Jimin's trained ballerino stance.
I didn't notice that, but I'm gonna have to look now.
Jimin has mentioned that songs do feel different depending on what he's wearing, saying, "Sometimes I danced all excitedly when I wore casual clothes, but when I wore a suit, something about the song sounded sexy. I visualize how I should dress to make my dancing look cooler every time."
Yeah, he can rock some skinny jeans, can't he?
Jimin is also known for his work ethics and being a perfectionist.
아 그쵸. 한 번은 더 해보면 좋을 것 같아요.
그렇지.
더 성장하는 제가 되도록 노력하겠습니다.
이렇게 항상 부족함을 느끼는 이 마음. 아, 나는 아직 멀었다.
동생이 돼서 잘 따라가겠습니다. 문 정도 더 해봐야 되지 않겠나?
오케이, 가자.
지금?
What did JK?
문 정도 더 해봐야 되지 않겠나?
오케이, 가자.
지금?
He ain't surprised. Neither is
안돼 한 번 더
J-Ho.
하자. 한 번 더 할래? 마이크 와? 어떻게 할래? 이어서 이거 어때요? 이거 괜찮다. 그쵸? 앞에가 문제네요. 앞에 뭐 하지? 아까 이거 한번 해봐봐. 나 세미 프리.
I can't decide what hair I like more on Jimin.
Let's go.
This is how you get moments of magic, by pushing through. That's how you become, that's what creates legends, that's what creates icons. It's one more take. It's I'm not done. I'm not happy with that. Let's go again. It's really pushing yourself and exerting yourself. Not to the point where obviously you damage things, but you know in your body there's one more take. I know I've got more. I'm not happy with that, and that's how you create beautiful movement. And that's why Jimin is such a beautiful, talented dancer, because he knows when he's done, and he knows when he wants a bit more. And the fact that he did more and then got the take that he wanted, and then we all got to see that beautiful take, is purely magical.
Jimin is serious about his craft, and often behind the scenes you can see him helping to improve the choreography, giving his ideas and helping other members learn the choreo.
진영도 이거 같이 맞춰주면 좋을 것 같은데. 이거 진짜 빡세네. 내가 이때 형. 진영도 이거 같이 맞춰주면 이거 진짜 빡세네. 내가 이때 형 호석이 이때 내가 좀 많이 나가죠. 약간? 그렇죠. 야, 점프인데 몸은 뒤에 있는데. Just think about your legs. 왜 반대를? 그렇죠. 앞뒤.
See, in this part though, that's why I have pause. That's why I have mad respect for Jin and RM, because they put in so much work to just match up to the rest of the guys for as far as dancing. Suga. Excuse me. Yeah, because he had the shoulder injury. Well, I can't even talk. The shoulder injury preventing, paining them whenever they did stuff. But even Suga had some b-boy dances, so he got, he had some street style b-boy type dancing under his belt. So even he was probably a little bit more comfortable with it. But RM and Jin, they had to put in that work, and I give them bad props, because if you watch them, they can dance. Like, they doing that dang thing. They hanging, So, yeah.
빨라. 가운데가 좀 빨라. 시입할 때. 시입 그것만 들고 오면은. 그렇지. 끝나는 게 딱 맞으면 또 맞거든.
박자만 생각해줘도.
들어갈 때 시입. 시입. 비. 아래. Rain be pouring, sky keep pouring, every day.
He said what?
남들 정신 안 차리려. 혼자서 그 틈을에서 안 보이려고 막. 이걸로 확실히 짚고 가는데 꽁치가 꼭 잡히면 안 되고 앞꿈치로만 해야 돼. 그래 빨리 가지. Bring your pain, join the crowd, wait for one to come. 이렇게
되게 깜깜할 것 같은데.
진짜 어떡하지? 차라리 저를 퍼지팀에 넣어보고 정리 알아서 다 해줄게요.
안무를 배우는데 5명은 선생님 옆에 가 있고 저랑 랩몬스터 2명은 이 옆에 거울 구석탱이에서 둘이서 막 열심히 합니다. 왜냐면 이 친구들은 진도를 더 나갈 수 있는데 저희는 그걸 복습하고 그리고 지민이가 또 고생을 하는데 지민이랑 제이홉이 보통 저희 3번 더 알려줍니다. 이렇게 하지 말고 이렇게 움직여보는 건 어떨까요? 그럼 저희는 야, 너는 천재구나.
Even though he is a perfectionist, contrary to a lot of introduction videos, Jimin actually doesn't mind his mistakes and they don't linger in his mind for long. Not wanting only that to be broadcasted about him is only understandable.
걱정하실 것 같은데 걱정해서 좀 더 민망했어요. 아니 그러니까 너무 걱정하세요. 저 딴 생각도 안 하고 쓸데없는 생각도 안 하니까 그런 생각
Yeah, I
안 하셔도
noticed
돼요.
that Jimin
뭐.
doesn't really stress his dancing mistakes, but he does get upset for his singing mistakes. Live singing, it seems like. If he makes a mistake, it will upset him. I think he's held it in after a few times, everybody worried when he did cry about it. And, you know, since they're usually dealing with JK, you know, and his emotions, I think he's hit it sometimes. But sometimes he probably thought he messed up really bad singing, which he probably didn't. But in his mind, he probably did. So, but dancing, I'm sure he shakes it off and I'll do better next time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jiminy.
커가고 있지 않습니까? 그러니까 너무 걱정하지 마시고.
Also worth mentioning is that Jimin suffers from chronic neck and back pain, as seen in one of the BTS documentaries. He also has chronic pain in his knee that flares up once in a while, which is hard to believe because Jimin does a great job as a main dancer and lead vocal, flipping, jumping, carrying the hard choreo all while singing. With his talent, standing out and being the center of attention comes naturally to Jimin throughout his career.
Wait, what? Oh. Gotta catch
With
it.
his talent.
Is it sometimes okay to be annoyed at another member for standing out too much or feeling slightly resentful towards them without attacking them? I don't have anywhere to rant, so I figured I can rant here. Sometimes I can... Okay. I can't help but feel a bit resentful towards Jimin because I feel like he stands out too much or people mention him too much. I really love BTS and would like to see them continue their success. I love all the members, including Jimin, but sometimes I feel a bit resentful towards him, and I feel bad when I feel like that. I think he is an incredibly talented individual, but it hurts me when people always tend to notice him when they seem to overlook the Young line, especially J-Hope when it comes to dancing.
Talent. Standing out and being the center of attention comes naturally to Jimin throughout his career. He has unintentionally made several killing parts in BTS songs and has had popular stages, such as 2014 iconic Mama stage, 2015 the one with the orange hair. In fact, if other groups cover this song, they use Jimin's iconic moves, especially the taking off of the jacket part.
The whole group did it.
주황머리가 있게 한 노래잖아요.
지민이.
아, 이 노래.
자기 어필. 종종 말을 막 해요.
The 333 guy.
호기심을 자극하는 킬링 파트의 주인공은 방탄소년단의 지민. 강렬한 퍼포먼스를 선보인 불타오르는 무대 속 팬들이 애타게 기다린 킬링 파트가 있었으니
I was just watching this
뮤직비디오가
today.
공개된 순간 화제의 중심에선 지민의 3분 33초 남다른 춤선으로 군무 속에서도 독보적인 존재감을 보인 지민. 빅킬링 파트는 이번이 처음이 아니다.
He is a repeat offender.
강력 넘치는 손짓과 몸짓으로 카리스마를 보여준 상남자. 팬들의 마음을 뒤흔든 아이니즈의 웨이브까지 방탄소년단의 킬링 파트엔 지민이 있다.
I love how the audience did that.
Blood, sweat, and tears opening Fairy. There's a saying, if Jimin opens up a song, it will become an instant smash.
방탄소년단 히트곡 중에서 피땀 눈물이 있는데 피땀 눈물에서 도입부를 지민 씨가 맡았어요. 그래서 그때부터 도입부 장인이라는 별명이 붙기도 했습니다.
여러분 그리고 각자의 킬링 파트를 하나씩 재현을 해주시면 되겠습니다.
아 진짜?
가죠.
지민이 부분.
3분 30초.
그래 333이지.
보여주세요 제대로.
아 그렇네.
그러네 333이네.
아 킬링이야. 나 이거 생각 못했네.
정답.
이거지.
보여주세요. 오. 우와! 난 비싼 눈물의 도입부였습니다.
정확하네. 기억한 말이야.
근데 약간 지민이가 없던 안무를 좀 약간 있게 만들어주는 그런 능력을 킬링 파트가 아닌 안무를 갑자기 킬링으로 만들다.
또 심쿵하게 만드네요.
친구라고 또.
지민이 너 킬링을 만드는 남자구나.
그래.
킬남이다.
아까도 얘기했지만 너무 기억나는 곡이기 때문에
전 지민 씨의 도입부가 이길 수 없어요.
그렇습니다. 이때 또 처음으로 제가 또 자켓을 또 이제
까기 시작했죠.
제껴버린 곡이라서 제가 확 제낀 곡이라
그 표정이 되게 독이 든 성비를 마신 것 같은 눈이었어요.
You drank from the poison grail.
너무 유혹.
Temptation. Come on, Tay.
The 424 guy. In Spring Day, Jimin's part was also loved, as he moved lightly across the stage like a piece of tiny dust. And the newest Killing Part 111.
이 곡에 대해서 그 하나의 매력 포인트라고 그냥 되게 사사롭게 제 트위터에다가 올렸던 글이 이게 갑자기 화제가 됐어요. 그게 뮤직비디오로 보면은 1분 11초에 나오는 그래서 평론가로서 이 부분이 굉장히 세련되고 그 느낌을 부드럽게 잘 살렸다. 그래서 뭔가 그 모멘텀이에요. 곡에서 이 곡이 뭔가 모멘텀을 딱 터뜨리기 바로 일보 직전인데 그 부분이 참 핵심 포인트라고 해서 이게 뭐 333, 424 뭐 이런 게 있었더라고요. 그리고 이 333이라는 거는 이것도 마찬가지예요. 그 뮤직비디오의 그 분수를 말하는 건데 이 불타오르는 곡에서 3분 33초 그다음에 Not Today라는 곡에서 4분 24초 이게 킬링 포인트다 그랬는데 제가 이번에 그 본의 아니게 1분 11초 111이라는 걸 또 하나 만들어낸 셈이었습니다.
저 자랑은 그만하시고요.
There is no surprise why a lot of critics anticipate his solo stages at award ceremonies every year. Rightful titles that Jimin has earned all throughout his career are Stage Commander and Stage Genius, Dance King, Rookie's Bible, and Idol of Idols.
Wait.
Jimin's
these accolades is going bad too fast.
And Stage Genius.
No, come on.
Rightful titles that Jimin has earned all.
Stage Genius. Jimin, Stage Genius, Stage Commander. BTS lead vocalist and main dancer, king of K-pop frontman. Wow. Has been widely recognized by the public and media as the Stage Genius. With his unique vocals and unparalleled dance performances, watching Jimin is like watching art whenever he's on stage. Say that. Since debut, he has been known as the recruiting fairy as he executes most of the killing parts in BTS choreography. Despite doing such intense moves, Jimin is still able to carry the most difficult and highest notes in BTS songs, also known as Rookie's Bible and Idol of Idols. The list of idols studying his dances and covering his performances is Urban Dictionary.
His career are Stage Commander and
That's
Stage
hilarious.
Genius, Dance King.
First place in Best Male Dancer 2021 by Dabeme for 3 consecutive years. Wow.
Rookie's Bible and
Look at
Idol
him.
of
Look at
Idols. Jimin's solo performances are called the rite of passage, as many Rookie and
Wow,
Junior
that's a
idols
lot.
try to cover them, and Jimin is referred to
Junior
as
idol
Rookies
members.
or Idols by.
Junior Idol members choose BTS Jimin as their role model. Fans call him the Rookie Bible.
As he is a great role model to them due to his personality, dance, stage presence, and other charms. Usually when covering Jimin's songs, idols do the dance and the singing part separately though, and you already know why.
Yeah, because he sings high. That's probably hard to hit.
너무 높은데?
Almost.
야바이나 그래.
He said, I'm tired. It's harder than I imagined.
Jimin's live stage was selected for
I
8
love
unforgettable
this.
contemporary dance performances by K-pop stars by Rolling Stone India. This performance constantly instills a sense of challenge in junior idols and trainees, and cover stages are pouring down to this day.
This was tight.
내가 확 놓으니까 괜찮아.
And it was
사람이 바뀔 거야 아마. 너가 얘기 좀.
That was tight. That Boy Meets Evil duo with J-Hope and Jimin was freaking tight. And that's because it was both of them with the added sprinkle on that sauce that he was blindfolded. But they both killed that. He will not be learning the dance difficulty. Others just need to keep up. Ooh.
해줘 그렇게 해라. 만약에 안 되면 내가 팀을. 수고했어. 믿을게. 너밖에 없어.
We should also mention the phenomenal filter stage in which Jimin had input in everything. from the use of props to the choreo, making things more difficult for himself to show everyone a great stage and performance. Teen Vogue also listed Jimin's standout performance of Filter in its feature the best K-pop moment.
Let's read this. Sorry, y'all, this is going to be a long-ass video. Jimin's standout performance of Filter at Rap of the Soul when words can't do justice to describe how hypnotic Jimin's performance was on both nights of the virtual concert. He did that. From the moment Jimin started wearing clothing from the mannequin right to when he gets lifted by the dancers at I Can Be Your Genie. Yeah, that was tight too. The entire performance was enchanting. Yes. As Jimin dances in and out of vision by disappearing behind the dancers, you're left entirely unprepared for the capital The suit change. Clothes are thrown into the air and then boom. I love that. A wild, sexier Jimin appears in a brand new suit. I'm your filter. He did that though.
Moments of 2020.
JK.
그래서 제가 무대 개인 무대 때 소품을 안 했어요.
ここまでこうふわふわした素材のものを使わない、結構ね重い結構がっちりしたものを使うっていうのもやっぱりこうふわふわしたものだとねこう扱いにくいというか質量が重ければ重いほどねこう扱いやすいのでできればねこうねふわふわのものをね本番でしかもねやりたくないなというダンサーとしては本音としてあるしこうなんか絡まっちゃって絡まっちゃったとかねこう怖いですからね。やっぱりこう練習量だからこれ見えてきますよね。
Oh, he practiced a lot.
こんなのってさ、
That's
ちょっ
just
と布あるから
what he
ちょっと今日使ってこれ踊るわとかできないですからね。
K-Media has also named Jimin as the standard of K-pop. Jimin is Korea's best idol in various ways, including his dancing skills, popularity, brand power, visuals, and singing ability. Therefore, many juniors want to follow in his steps and also become K-pop idols. For example, idols from the group TXT have mentioned Jimin as someone they take inspiration from when performing. With Taehyung saying, of all the performers I know, I think he's the pinnacle when it comes to that classical style of dance. What would Jimin do? How would he move his head around for this part? I practiced by painting a picture of that in my head. Hyun and Kai mentioned Jimin's Filter performance. I was wondering how to be expressive for the performance and recently watched Jimin's Filter concert performance. I got a lot of inspiration from that performance. Bong Ji-yu praised Jimin's dancing and energy saying, Jimin dances as if he's gonna break his bones. I want to express the same. Jay from the group in Hypen said in his Weverse interview, I want to dance as if it's a piece of cake even when I'm using every last drop of my energy that I could collapse. When dancing K-pop choreography, my role model is Jimin of BTS. In another Weverse interview, Nikki from Hypen said, I love the way Jimin dances, so I make it a point to study him very closely.
You know what I just noticed from all that, from those, four? It's all the dudes that got like, they probably look cute. It's like the ones that got the same duality as Jimin want to dance, or say they're studying Jimin to be expressive like him and do like that because they see, how he do, how he can do. That's cool. That's cute. That's just something I noticed just from the ones they showed.
Auditioned with his song Lie, so it was a huge honor to film a TikTok with him, just the two of us. He was so kind and nice. I enjoyed every second of it. New Kids JungKook has said, too. I wanted to show a good performance, so I watched BTS performance. I watched Jimin's fancams hundreds of times all night, thinking how can I do these expressions and details. Kazuha, a professional ballerina and a member from the new Hype girl group Le Seraphim, has mentioned that she auditioned for Hype with the song Dynamite after seeing Jimin perform the song, which made her even more interested in performing. She has also mentioned to Teen Vogue, I only knew ballet before, but I got interested in K-pop especially because of Jimin from BTS, because he also majored in contemporary dance.
That's making a lot of... Sorry, pause. I bet that's making a lot of people who were doing other style of dance think or believe, I can practice and learn street dancing and be able to maybe possibly be an idol, or even just add some spice to their dance if they stayed in the dancing lane, be able to still add some spice and stand out as compared to other mugs. That's tight. I would say same for people who did martial arts or are doing martial arts but think they want to learn how to dance too, and how they could incorporate both. That's cool.
BTS because he also majored in contemporary dance.
적이 되게 많은데요. 저는 이제 방탄소년단 선배님의 지민 선배님이
지민 씨.
네, 제가 또 무대 너무 진심인데 지민 선배님 무대 하시는 거 보면 진짜 충격을 받거든요. 와, 이렇게 무대를 할 수 있구나. 그래가지고 되게 닮고 싶은 부분 중 하나입니다.
I have a collaboration with BTS because I love their dance style. Especially I love Jimin style, so I learn from them.
저는 BTS의 지민 선배님을 보고 많이 배웠던 것 같습니다.
네네.
데뷔 전부터 BTS 선배님들을 굉장히 좋아했고 또 그 중에서 지민 선배님을 굉장히 좋아해서 연습생 때도 많이 영상을 보고 영감을 받고 많이 배웠던 것 같아요. 그분한테.
Last year's Jimin 선배님's comeback, his solo debut with Like Crazy. Yeah. I'm in love with that song. Oh. It's that whole album is amazing. And the way he performs is like he's one of my like role models as like a singer and a performer. He's amazing.
10월 13일은 지민 선배님의 생일이십니다. 오영은 내 생일 언제게? 7월 9일.
July 10th is my birthday. When is that?
7월 10일. 7월 10일.
거울을 보면서 각도나 선 위주로 연습을 많이 했던 것 같습니다. 팬분들도 아시겠지만 제가 또 암이라서요. 지민 선배님을 정말 많이 좋아하고 정말 많이 카피를 하고 많이 연구를 했는데 아직 많이 부족하지만 진짜 멋있다. 나도 저런 아티스트가 되고 싶다라는 생각을 했던 것 같아요.
In fact, you could see Jimin's impact as the Stan attractor when YouTube allowed you to see the most played part of every video, with Jimin's parts being the majority in BTS videos. Fans went crazy when BTS finally performed their song Run BTS, and of course Jimin's dancing went viral during the concert.
I haven't reacted to this yet.
Then again after the dance rehearsal was released.
I don't want to see. Stop spitting me.
And later when other idols were doing the Run BTS challenge, you could see which idols were studying Jimin's dancing with this Jimin-fied head whip only he did at the concert and in the rehearsal video. That's what you call a father of K-pop. Jimin is also the king of fancams. His fake love fancam was the first K-pop idol fancam to surpass 100 million views and a turning point for other fans to mass stream their idols' fancam. Jimin also has two plaques of appreciation for his dance skills. One is the plaque for the 2018 MMA fan.
BTS Jimin received an award from our Cultural Conservation Society for his epic fan dance, and he deserved it. Yeah, that was tight. He did that. That probably made a lot of people like, ooh, I want to do that too.
And dance stage, which impact is still being talked about, and the other is the MMA 2021 Best Main Dancer Award plaque.
오늘 시상하는 부문은 페이보릿 댄스 아티스트 남자 부문입니다. 그래서 여기에 오기 전에 가수분들의 무대 영상을 찾아보고 왔는데요. 춤선이 예쁘기로 소문난 BTS 지민 씨 보이고요.
지민의 춤을 봤을 때 한마디로 이야기하자면은 자기만의 세상이.
So he's an idol dance coach.
지민의 춤을 봤을 때 한마디로 이야기하자면은 자기만의 세상이 있다라고 이야기를 할 수 있겠습니다. 춤을 추면 사람이 돌변하죠. 그리고 사람을 끌어당기는 기질이 있어요. 어떤 안무를 춰도 돌변하죠. 그리고 사람을 끌어당기는 기질이 있어요. 어떤 안무를 춰도 분명히 춤으로 만들어서 지민화 시켜서 춤을 추는 사람입니다. 춤에 있어서 자신의 영역이 확실한 스타일이죠. 지민만의 스타일이 딱 갖추어져 있기 때문에 어느 무대에 서던 간에 가장 돋보이는 댄서가 될 수 있을 겁니다. 지민이 추는 안무를 보시면 굉장히 섬세하고 세심하면서 파워풀한 작은 디테일 하나하나를 다 살리는데 이게 본인이 막 살리는 게 아니라 그냥 몸에 배어있는 것 같아요. 그냥 어떤 안무를 익히고 나서 그 안무를 추게 되면 자기 세상에 빠져서 어떻게 추는지도 모르고 추고 있다는 느낌입니다. 스스로가 가진 스타일을 다른 사람이 만들어낸 안무에 적절하게 집어넣을 수 있는 실력을 가진 사람입니다. 아마 지민한테 어떻게 하면 너처럼 춤을 출 수가 있어? 라고 물어본다면 지민은 가르쳐주지 못할 거라고 생각되네요. 지민이 추고 있는 춤은 누구도 흉내낼 수가 없는 지민만이 출 수 있는 춤이라는 거죠. 모조품을 만들어낼 수 없는 하나의 예술작품 같은 스타일의 춤입니다.
Korean dance majors.
우와, 잘 뛴다. 잘한다. 몸 진짜 가벼워. 난 저렇게 타 못 돌아.
She said, I can't turn like that. I can't do any of that.
그럼
And
지금
these are
지민님이 하시고
dance
있는
majors.
테크닉이 사실 무용을 전공한 애들도 못하는 테크닉인데 아직 몸에 가지고 계신가 봐요.
Yes, he still got it.
저렇게 뛸 수 있어?
Nope.
나도 못해. 근데 약간 모든 장르를 잘하시는 느낌이에요. 지민님은 딱 무용한 거 티 나시는. 지민님은 무용이라고 딱 가져오시면 정말 무용 같고 현역 같고 그런 느낌.
그때 지민님이 쩌러를 춤을 추는 걸 처음 보고 와, 저 사람 뭐지? 왜 이렇게 춤을 잘 추지라고 느꼈었던 기억이 나요.
이 영상 하면 일단 지민님이다. 약간 그런 타이틀?
Iconic.
아, 333춤 알아?
Famous 3
알죠,
minutes.
3분 33초. 진짜 저 이거 진짜 많이 돌려봤어요. 와, 난 저기가 제일 좋아.
비트 표현 봐.
보컬의 힘이 있으면서도 또 아이돌의 춤실력을 가지고 있고 굉장히 종잡을 수가 없어요. 다만 엄청난 분이다 그러니까 혹시 또 소년단 쪽에서 누가 한번 방송에서 온 건 아닌가. 지민 씨 이런 분들이 춤을 굉장히 잘 춘다면서요.
예예예. BTS 멤버. 이제 소수 의견 들어볼 텐데요.
기린님은 제가 보기엔 보통 계기가 아니고
was
연습한다고 되는 게 아니에요.
네.
그래서 요즘 가장 춤 하면은 떠오르는 아이돌이 제가 아는 유일한 멤버 지민이라고
지민
있어요.
Wow, they even said that.
매력에 흠뻑 반하신 것 같아요.
남자 아이돌 3명.
If that wasn't Jimin, I'm sure it made.
방탄 지민이 잘 추죠 정말.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sure that made. Is Jimin from BTS is the giraffe man? I'm sure that made. If it wasn't Jimin, it made whoever was in that giraffe mask like, okay, they compare me to Jimin.
춤 매력에 흠뻑 반하신 것 같아요.
남자 아이돌 3명. 샤이니 태민. 태민이 춤 너무 잘 추죠. 방탄 지민이 춤 잘 추죠 정말. 아이돌 3명. 샤이니 태민. 태민이 춤 너무 잘 추죠. 방탄 지민이 춤 잘 추죠 정말. 엑소 카이. 와우. 근데 셋 다 친구야.
Oh, he's Kai.
다 잘 추죠.
Got a little emotional just now, just watching because like for my particular style, like not a lot of artists take a chance on me because it's so very detailed, and a lot of it could say, you know, it gets lost on stage in big arenas and stuff like that. I am super appreciative that I got to do this, and for someone at his level to actually execute exactly what I had in mind and do it in a way that's might be even better than what I could have done. I will always be forever like grateful.
His eyes do so much work. He's guiding the audience really, really well with where they want him to actually look or where he wants them to actually look. Beginner dancers very often just focus on how do I hit my move, how do I reach this thing in time, which makes sense. I think there's a lot of people who are versatile, but there's gimmicks. You know, it's like I know I can pull out like an aerial real quick. But no, Jimin's like got contemporary experience, modern experience, hip hop, popping. You can actually see all those integrated so well. He's clever with where he's breathing. He's clever with where to relax, where to look. Like these are actually very intentional choices that over time start becoming second nature.
Yes.
Big Hit's performance director has said that Jimin has the characteristic of expressing very smooth and textured choreography, so even when he does hip-hop choreography, he exudes a little alluring charm. In BTS book Beyond the Story, 10-year record of BTS, it is mentioned that Jimin's inspirations from their American activities had a direct influence on BTS. As he attended the performances of various artists in America, he developed bigger artistic ambitions for BTS. I kept comparing their performances to ours. I began thinking our concert staging could be better, so we began asking more from our own concerts. I kept talking about the need to go beyond where we were, to change our repertoire and improve our sets and production.
I know that's
Jimin once stated, I just want the emotions I put into my dancing, actions, and singing to be felt. Dancing was my own space where I could go to a different world, where I didn't have to think about other things. It was something that I could really immerse myself into, and it made me feel really free, and it made me really happy. Even after I debuted, and I still have those feelings.
Even without hearing the song, that was my part. Y'all know the finger thing. That's my part. I'm listening to what I'm reading. And listening to what Dude said, but I had to go back a little bit. It was something I could really immerse myself into. And it looks like it. When he's dancing, he looks so happy and free, and just makes us like, you know, because it's like his glow comes out. That's what it is. His glow comes out when he's performing.
Free. Like he can't even and help it made himself. Me really happy. Even after I debuted, and I still have those feelings and those emotions, dancing is the best answer.
That was banging. I must love Jimin. Oh, that was cute. That was cute. I love that. Let's go back a little bit.
It made me really happy. Even after I debuted, and I still have those feelings and those emotions, dancing is the best answer.
I think that's going to be the thumbnail. Wow, poor Jimin. Like we did that.
This is an introduction.
No! We gotta get the right part. I'll play with it, but oh, what the hell was I doing? 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Ha! Okay. But yo, this was excellent. Like, I learned a few new things, but yeah, Jimin, he is a dancer. Now, that one comment where the person was like, they kind of feel a little resentful that Jimin gets, you know, more attention than others, and I could probably see that, especially because I love Jimin's dancing. I love it. But J-Hope is the dance leader, okay? And I still think that J-Hope is probably the best dancer. I don't know. Like, I think he's the best dancer to be and he should be the dance leader. I think he has more vision when it comes to the group's overall performances and stuff. And Jimin, I think, feels more comfortable adding to that, you know, like tweaking what Hobie has already, you know, put in motion, and then he can throw his little ad-libs in there. Now, granted, this was before they went on their solo endeavors, and he had to, you know, plan everything by himself. Well, of course with his staff, but by himself without J-Hope. So he might be a little bit better at it. And also J-Hope always pushed him, at least from what I've seen so far, when they're out and about as a group and someone's like, can you do this dance or show me this dance? It's not J-Hope that does it. He pushes. And I've seen him literally push Jimin to be the one to show somebody how to do something. I think more because Jimin is good at dancing, obviously. He's more patient to explain it to somebody, and he'll keep that smile, you know. Whereas Hobie, you mess up, he might look at you like they don't like, you know, the way Hobie looks at them when they make a mistake. So I'm sure it's just an okie doke person who's asking random interviewer or even maybe a junior trainee, asking them to show them how to do something. The Hobie might not be the one, because they'll know when he's totally through with you. Because he can't hide his facial expressions. You know, he's a leader, you know, so he be into it. He's serious about that. But J-Hope is the man. Don't get it twisted. People love J-Hope too. But Jimin just got that, you know, that fairy dust, that angel aura, that charisma. I don't know, but J-Hope does too, imagine. Matter of fact, I was just looking at some stuff. You know, Saturday, if y'all haven't seen it, Saturday Night Live performance of Mic Drop, the hip wave during the dance break, J-Hope, okay? And even Jimin himself has said that J-Hope is the best dancer in the group. So I'm just saying, Jimin is a different dancer. They all are, because JK can dance his ass off, and so can Tae. And like I said, mad respect to RM and Jen, and, you know, Suga too, but RM and Jen especially, because, you can't look at them in their performances and say they ain't a dancer, because they can dance. And that's because of Jimin and J-Hope spending that time teaching, and I'm sure their choreographer too as well. Don't get me the line about dude's name starts with an S. But so yeah. So all right, this is long as hell. Hit that like button if you rock this long with me. Hit that like button. If this is more than your first video, mind you, obviously one of my people. Hi. So hit that subscribe button. Click on that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time I drop. And we are on the road to 1K. So if you think someone else would enjoy my reaction, somebody else loved them some Park Jimin, sharing is caring. Pass it on. Pass it on. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next one. Peace. And y'all.